Hi, I'm Dennis DeLong and I own and operate DeLong's Driving School. I'd like to thank you for taking the time and watching this video to learn a little bit more about our program. First off, I'd like to talk a little bit about the instructors. They've all been hand selected and I look for a personality that's relatively laid back. Not only that, but they all have had multiple years of experience teaching in a regular school atmosphere. So they all have four-year college degrees. Not all driving schools can advertise that, but we do take pride in that and having a very skilled set of teachers, along with, like I mentioned, a personality that's laid back and a non-stressful atmosphere when it comes time for your child to do the driving of this class. As far as the curriculum, we offer it in two different ways. One would be online curriculum, which can be done at any time at their own pace. And we certainly don't need to have them completed with the curriculum before we schedule the drives. So technically they could schedule or they could register today for the curriculum and start driving as soon as tomorrow, assuming the availability is there. As far as the type of student that caters well to the online program, we usually ask that they're not procrastinators. They're fairly well organized because we're not there to tell them, hey, you need to get this done, this done, this done. It's like I said, it's all self-paced at their own time. Average student takes about 20 hours to complete it. As far as the other type of curriculum, we do remote learning via Zoom, and that can be confusing with an online curriculum because, you know, we do go online to do that class, but there are two distinct different class types. So once again, online curriculum, own pace at their own time. Remote learning is a more structured time that's held various times during the school year and also the summertime. So during the school year, we go in the Sunday afternoons from 1 to 5 for 5 sessions. And then in the summertime, we go Monday through Friday, depending upon the schedule that they select, either be the morning, afternoon, or evening. Once again, 5 sessions for 4 hours each time. As far as the driving with that, typically we sign up driving the first day of class. So the hour before class starts, we usually ask to sign up, you know, if they can get on Zoom, and then we can look at the calendar. But if that doesn't work well, then we can certainly sign up in between breaks in the class. So once again, either way, whether they do it online curriculum or remote learning, we're still going to drive anywhere from 3 to 5.5 hours. And typically we go out an hour and a half sessions. And we usually ask that the student has a little bit of experience under their belt when we do the driving. They have to have a learner's permit, but also, you know, knowing where the gas pedal is, the use of the turn signal, where the brake is, etc. So if you can get them out into a parking lot or a residential area, that would be awesome. But if you can get them out into light city traffic, that would be even better. We've done it both ways, but once again, I'd say the average student takes about 15 to 20 hours of experience before we can actually get them to pass the road test successfully at the end. And with that said, you know, once they complete our program, it is a state certified program, which basically means that they can go into the DMV to get their license after the class is done, or they can apply for it online. So you can certainly apply for it online, not physically have to go into the DMV, and you'll print a temporary card off and then they'll mail the hard copy off once they're eligible for that, either school permit or provisional operator's permit. But once again, this is a program that's been around for a number of years. We take a lot of pride in the communication of having fast communicative skills, whether that's a phone call where you leave a message or we answer via email back. Once again, on our website are both our phone number, which is 402-320-1804, or our email address, dendelong@gmail.com. They're both on the web. So like I said, if you have a question, usually pretty good at picking up the phone right away. If not, leave a message. We're good at returning that call the same day, or like I said, you can email at any time. As far as scheduling drives, like I said, we can communicate that if it's a remote learning in class, or we can do it via email. Usually it's best if you contact us and let us know, hey, this is when my child has availability. and then we can email back and say, okay, this is what we have open. So we're usually good at responding back with that, and the availability is usually open fairly decently throughout the year. So if you'd like to schedule some drives, we can usually get it within a week or two of your desired time of when you want to sign up for that. So once again, I'd like to thank you for taking the time and knowing a little bit more about our program. Certainly feel free to call or email. I'll be more than glad to answer any other questions you have, and we will see you on the road. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you later.